sick of your static. I'm sick of all your lies. I thought it would come as no big surprise. You're a liar, you're fake.
On the cyber stalking and the terrorism and the bullying. This is Ren, as you can see, so she's added to it. I've got the group chat. I've got all of it off of WhatsApp. So if you want to play that game, and I've also got group chats of yours, darling. So there's that to it, isn't there? And other people's, let's say, around you. You remind me of one of those Japanese soldiers after the Second World War that 20 years later was still in the jungle thinking there was a war on. You're an idiot. Okay, you're a bully, you're a terrorist, and you're mentally unstable. I think you're obsessed, and you just need somebody to have as an enemy so that it justifies you bullying them. That another lady, who's a brilliant comedian, even though none of you lot have got a sense of humour, so you don't get her, yeah? She's bored. I'm bored. I've already said, right, I'm bored. I did what I set out to do. I wanted to move on. But if you want to keep it going, darling, I've got some doozies. Real doozies. I'm sitting on a hell of a lot, right? So if you want to play that game and start doing all this, oh, you said so much more, darling. Oh, what, because Bron is a five-faced little hoe? Horrible bloody woman. No wonder she's single. Horrible cow. Anyway, this is a group chat I had to ignore this character. So this is, I think it's Ren, to be fair. Usual Renata. So this is what she's posted on the murky side of Mexico. She's got it on good authority as actually Atalanta's account. So I mean, make of that what you will. Anyway, I've got it in for me because I'm not being funny even when I'm making bleeding posts on private messages. I'm as funny as fuck, and I am, to be fair, I am. With the help of people that are now utter tripe. See, that's me. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. So I started this account on X basically to keep this lot away from the family while he was in his last days on Earth. So there was that. And I made a funny post. Let's have a look. I'm back from my night shift on Twitter. Can everyone check out my trolling account, Bob Hope, at Sergeant Bob Hope on X? Let me know your thoughts. Have I gone too far or not far enough? Thoughts on the postage stamps to M's, Malice and RenataSuck.com. That's funny. Come on. That's hilarious. Right. So to just post shit about who I was told was Atalanta by the Atalanta camp. So, and to keep them lot occupied and away from what was going on in Spain. Obviously, I've travelled 1,000,000 miles since then, darlings, haven't I? I've been made to look a right bleeding jerk and a fool and a bloody mug. I've been properly mugged off. So that is a thing. But at the time, so we're going back to late February, early March of this year. And I had it all ready to go, and it was just basically to stop, to give them something to go after, so they go after me. It's called drawing fire. So they go after me and they leave them lot alone. The people that you all know I fell out with over the bullying of somebody with special needs, they dropped me like a hot brick, all of them, immediately. But the problem is I've still got all their chats. I've got everything they said about everybody, all of you that now think you're friends with them. Yeah, well, a couple of months ago, I've got the chats, what they thought of you, what they said about you, what they wanted to do to you, what they were planning. You know, you play the tune, darling, and I'll dance to it. Do you get me? I'm friends with people true for your husband's memorial, dug up your children, so on. Well, no, because he actually wasn't involved, Ren and Gina, when this, or Ems, when this first started. It was you lot. I didn't do it. It just goes to show, Gertie, you have no integrity whatsoever. Well, that's where me and you are probably simpatico, darling, aren't we? I suppose we will receive more details about your activities shortly. Until then, namaste. Exactly, it is so petty, it is so immature. I mean, I've said, I believed at the time, it's like anything, if you believe you're doing the right thing at the time, yeah, and say, I don't think you can go around saying about cyberstalking, darling. I literally put myself between you and a dying man, okay? In retrospect, probably I shouldn't have done that. But you lot have caused all this. You lot and the other lot, the other side. Why you don't just get it together with each other? Leave everybody else alone. I'm just like, I mean, if I was walking down the road and see somebody attacking somebody that had cancer, I would cross the road and defend them. If I was walking down the road and see somebody attacking somebody with special needs, I would cross the road and defend them. That is probably my failing. Like I said, no good deed goes unpunished. But there's this and there's that, and they're going to make a whole big deal of it. But I mean, I know who they've got it from. They got it from Bron, because we were in the shared WhatsApp group.
You're a traitor and I've made my last mistake. You're a liar, you're fake. You're a traitor and I've made my last mistake. Now I pull the plug.
I don't know whether this will clean anything up, but I really don't care, to be fair. It's only when you tag people in, so the police just drop the charges. I wouldn't have tagged people in even if I'd have known how to. But yeah, I know I was being sent by lots of people who are quite close to, say, one side, and they were sending me all this sort of stuff, post this, post this, post this, post that, and I was happily posting it, because the more I could post, yeah, and it wasn't all about a particular man, it was about other people as well, and the more I could post to keep them occupied, yeah, and keep them away from what was happening in Spain, the more I thought I was doing God's work. I mean, obviously I was wrong. You know, we can all make mistakes. Never a good deed should go unpunished. So anyway, this, who I think is Ren, has posted this. You actually state, when I started my Bob Hope account, I was solely posting about that person. So it looks very much like your personal account. And there is more to support that you ran that alone. Yeah, of course I did, darling. When you look at what was posted on there, and everybody that knows me knows that I wouldn't have, do you know what I mean? No way. Just simply no way. I could give you names and dates, but I've got all the, obviously the messages myself between everybody on it. It was a shared WhatsApp group, and it was basically aimed at controlling the cyberstalkers, keeping them away from the HESCEPs, and also trying to find out who was behind Atalanta. Everybody that knew me behind the scenes knew that I was obsessed with trying to find out who Atalanta was, and I would have moved heaven and earth to find out who that person was, because of what they did to my husband, who couldn't defend himself. So it's like my mission on earth. It's like the least I could do for the man is to avenge what they did to him. So that's where I was, but obviously they've got to make a big meal of it. So there's a lot. It's just stop, all of you stop. And the more I've looked into you, and you go, Griff funds Gina, Renata, the sports therapist that's allowed around bloody kids in some football team or other, and that other old creep that lives up near me, yeah, you could put a fag between them and the people. And here's another thing, and they justify what they do by saying, oh, we're helping veterans. I've got all the screenshots. Oh, give us 6 months, he's going to be in prison, yeah, stand by us. And all they've done is fleece the veterans, ruin the veterans, spread malicious tales about the veterans between each other, get everybody to fall out with each other and everybody around them, and just manipulate people. And it isn't because they've got some mission for truth and justice. No, it isn't. It's because they've got an addiction, and it is an addiction, check it out, to their behaviour. Obsessive. It's baby reindeer. They need a victim. They need a baddie to go after.
And I cut the line. You're the Titanic, you're going down. You're sinkable tonight. With your pound of flesh, how I pay my dues. You're the Titanic, but I'm not going down with you. With you, no, I
Wish I could forget it, all that wasted time, but I can't undo it, though I've changed my mind. Your future spread